Hi. Okay, 3-day energy read for December 30th to January 1st. And that's putting us in Pada 3 of Purva Ashada Nakshatra, which is in Sagittarius. That's where the sun is right now. If you go to Stellarium, or if you go over to X, if you can brave X long enough to go to Pink Spider Tarot, then I post the astrology graphics over there. And I'll try to get back into putting little videos together over on here on YouTube of the astrology stuff. But in the meantime, Pada 3 is all about being fire starters and peacemakers. I like to put the emphasis on fire starters because we are coming in here to do the wands thing and stir up good trouble. Some of us do bad trouble, obviously, but I think the emphasis for us that are on these kinds of journeys is that we're looking for, well, by and large, the good things to do. Now, central to the energy for these 3 days is very interesting. This is going to be another, and probably that's what I'm good for, is bringing you the wild stuff, the spirit guide stuff. That's probably because that's where I spend most of my time. Is in between these worlds. When I see the Justice card, and now that, well, there are different ways to see it depending on the messages coming through, right? But especially most often, and it's being made clear to me, and especially with it in reverse. When I see her red, or their red skirt, yes, I see the red room in Twin Peaks. If you haven't watched Twin Peaks, there's this, it's all interdimensional, right? And there's this place, it's Black Lodge. I mean, we're getting this from Masonry and all the different brotherhoods, right? But Royal Black Lodge actually runs Orange Order that built Canada, by the by. And I come from an Orange Order family. But in Twin Peaks, this is where we meet up with the murder victims. Well, all kinds of beings, yes. And you can get caught in there for a long time, but it's a message center as well. I have a portal down here, which isn't necessarily that the portal is down. It's telling me, at first I thought it was a portal down. It's telling me that this Queen of Cups, this Pisces, possible Pisces energy, but let's say Queen of Cups, this Muse spirit guide is coming through, meeting up with you in Red Room. So you're going to be, if you have any strange dreams, or if you feel a strange energy, there's going to be a ton of communication. It's to help you with your psyche, asteroid placement, your labors, all the things that you're here to do that you might not even realize yet that you're here to do. It will be in your chart if we analyze the chart correctly and set it correctly. But even if you don't have that, you'll still have a sense of exactly how many things you feel like you're responsible for. They might be weighing you down. But the uniqueness coming through this red room, so this tower reversed, it's her uniqueness. It's the uniqueness of that. It's going to help you with all of this work. At the top of the split, I have a Page of Pentacles in reverse and a King of Swords in reverse, which struck me very strongly at first. That we were going into Spirit Guide realm. And it's followed by so many others. I counted in 9 from the top, 9 from the bottom, 9 from the top, 9 from the bottom. I'm not showing all the cards in those nine card sequences because it's just too many. I'm highlighting. Count 9 in from the top, we get to a Knight of Cups reverse. So there's a career spirit guide in particular that's going to be leading the way, along with the Muse guide. And then I went and looked for the 7 cups because I saw them there down here. That's because we have a 6 of cups as well. Now what's missing nicely are the 5 of cups. So hopefully no triggers around this. So career spirit guides for me are tied to this. So this all the pages hit me first. They're all coming in as spirit guides. So I'm guessing now, and there could be triggers attached to this, of course. I'm guessing a bunch of guides that have been with you either since childhood, or you connected with them in life, in childhood, and then they passed. Something about that. Because the Six of Cups is in the upright. So they could be people you knew in this world that have passed on since then. Otherwise, you could have a bunch of children's spirit guides as well. Yeah? They're coming through especially with messages. And this is all going to do with your career. You know, all your well-being, pulling everything together. We've got the Ace of Wands down here and the Eight of Wands together, giving us the 9. Okay, so remembering who you are. The Eight of Wands, a lot of research, could be a lot of writing, a lot of communicating, obviously, tied to a King of Cups who should be in this world, in the flesh, shall we say. There are a few people involved in this that are. So she's a guide, counterpart is in the flesh. So there could be a connection between them, possibly, but it might actually be down to how they function. So it's collaboration. At the bottom of the top split, we do have this collaboration, the Three of Pentacles, with a Queen of Swords in the upright and a Queen of Wands in the upright, who have a King of Pentacles. So they have a spirit guide between them. So there's somebody in your life that's Queen of Wands and Queen of Swords. They should be in the physical world, and they are tied to this work environment that's coming together. But they are influenced by this King of Pentacles guide. We have decisions here, knowledge, something that needs to be known, something that is known. It's in the upright, so it's not missing. But probably community here, I'm gonna say. So third house. And because that's tied to a 3 and the 3. Yeah. Anything else about that just yet? Not yet, except that there are heavy lodge attachments in here. So it could be a very big commitment that's coming through in terms of, not necessarily in a bad way. Well, why would it be in a bad way? It could be very scary. But we do have the King. What's interesting is there's a counterpart. So the Queen of Cups reversed, counterpart over there on that side with the King and the Queen and the King over here, but reversed. So this will be somebody who's excellent at networking and all the tech that's involved. Communications, marketing. Yes. Over here more to the advocacy, the masterminding. We do have a magician between this King and this Queen of Pentacles. So they are extremely powerful at manifesting. And they're coming in as career spirit guides. Then we have the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords together. And that leads me, in the 9 split, it leads me to Pamela Coleman Smith through her title card, echoed by the card that I always associate for her, specifically the Leo Strength card, echoed by the Black Moon card again. So very much here. The Page of Wands and the Page of Swords together, right underneath, especially right underneath there. So again, all the pages together, a lot of young energy coming through. So I think basically you, as an empath, this is going to be calling on you as an empath tremendously. Prepare to be exhausted, but also keep notes. Absolutely journal, please, for the love of God, journal anything that comes through. You will not remember. You will not, you can't, don't rely on, and you're going to need to verify later on just to convince yourself of half the stuff. But absolutely document, photograph, do photo collage pages like I do, whatever it takes. and text it to people, text notes to yourself, put timestamps on everything, date, everything that you can do to keep track. And I promise it will all start to make sense. But yes, absolutely prepare for absolutely Red Room experience. Go watch Twin Peaks if you want, if you can cope with that, if you haven't already. Transcendental meditation might be involved because that's David's thing. David Lynch Foundation for TM. It's his own version of it. But I'm really hoping that David Lynch, he just did a couple of videos with Donovan. If you go to Donovan's channel, he popped up there. I was really glad to see David Lynch resurface. We've been worried, those of us that follow the David Lynch theater on YouTube, and I think Linda Faluti's David Lynch collection went down. I think it got pulled on YouTube, which is a huge pity. I haven't been able to find it. So been nervous about Mr. Lynch for a while now. So I hope he's all right, and I will be back in 3 days. But yes, Fire-Starters and Peacemakers. This is what we're looking at. The new year. The new year. Does it look like... Well, no, this tower's in the past. It's in the past. So it's looking really good. It's looking really good, but it's looking like a lot. Okay, back in 3 days.